I sit here with sadness today to report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters, my brother, Floyd Money Mayweather. Now, Floyd Mayweather had an exhibition boxing match. And in this boxing match, ladies and gentlemen, chaos broke out. And I'm not talking about legit, bona fide boxing, pure boxing chaos. I'm talking about the kind of stuff that's just embarrassing.
You know, a little upside down on some of his taxes and some of his properties. And I guess he needed to come back and fight and take care of that. Well, he got some cheese from that advancement. I'm pretty sure he took care of that. You know, and now he's chilling. Now he's saying to himself, you know, I'm damn 50 years old. I ain't trying to fight. No, I ain't trying to fight. Let's do an exhibition. You know what I mean? Like, this don't even make sense.
I want a real fight, so he signed what I signed. He signed a real fight, and I signed a real fight. And he got his advance, so there's no reason to make excuses of that.
Stephen A. Smith sharply criticized Floyd Mayweather Jr. over the alleged breach involving Manny Pacquiao, stating that while athletes naturally earn money through their sport, the way Floyd is currently trying to make money is, in his view, completely wrong.
I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop.
Manny Pacquiao stated that he signed exactly what was agreed upon and that Floyd Mayweather Jr. has already received his advance payment, insisting there is no valid reason to avoid moving forward with the real fight now.
Swirling around about you and Mayweather and saying it's going to be an exhibition, you saying it's going to be a fight. And the second part of the question is, how would you face him for the second time after the first decision?
You know, that purpose of exhibition, that was long time ago, year after our first fight, but I didn't agree. And then I want a real fight, so he signed what I signed. He signed a real fight, and I signed a real fight.
Timothy Bradley believes Floyd Mayweather Jr. may have used the advance money to handle financial obligations and now appears more focused on exhibition fights, suggesting his comeback is driven more by money than passion for boxing.
He's not afraid of Pacquiao. Trust me, he's not. But the thing I want to make you guys aware of is that when you get these advancements, you could put a non-refundable tag on these advancements. You can do that. Now, I don't know if Mayweather did that, but you can. You can put a non-refundable attachment on this and be like, all right, hey, I need an advancement for training. I need $3-4 million or whatever for training expenses. And if they agree to say yeah, and he put in a contract that is non-refundable, it's free money. It's basically free money. So we know, Mayweather was, it's been reported, I should say, allegedly, that, he's been, a little upside down on some of his taxes and some of his properties. And I guess he needed to come back and fight and take care.
Stephen A. Smith says everything now seems to revolve around money for Floyd Mayweather Jr., and given the reports about his financial pressures, it appears many of his decisions are being driven by the need to address those money concerns first.
All credibility in that department. But I don't want to hear a damn word about we don't want to give up something for Yana.
Zab Judah suggested it could be a promotional stunt to build hype around the fight, adding that Floyd Mayweather Jr. may no longer be focused on protecting his undefeated record since his legacy is already established and he has nothing left to prove.
That got through the cracks. I don't know how. I wasn't there. I don't know his business. But somehow, he's saying it did. I mean, well, he didn't say that. I'm just saying I don't know how he didn't catch on that this is the real deal Holyfield.
You think it could be possibly a publicity stunt to give some type of push to the promotion? I mean, I don't know. Like when the announcement came out, I don't know if people were really too ecstatic for it.
Yeah, it's something that you would, you can use to your advantage to try to push the fight. It'll let people, it'll get ears and eyes on the fight for people that didn't know the fight was happening. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
Because as a consumer looking in, you're like,
listen, man, I'm a fan of both guys, and I just want to watch it and see the fight happen. I mean, I'm a fan of boxing. I shouldn't say I'm a fan of both guys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
As a consumer looking in, we're like, yo, is he like, what's the complaint? What's the problem here? Like, what are you scared of? Because is it your O? Is it your losing that O? Could be that it?
Of course. That's what it's all come down to. I mean, the O is like a 800 credit score. Globally, universally. You walk around with an 800 credit score with the O. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the O brings. It brings an 800 credit score for wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? And Floyd he's done a great job with that. Great job. So of course he's gonna, shoulder roll on that O. I ain't mad at him. Smart guy. He understands. He ain't no fool.
Timothy Bradley reflected on the situation, noting that at this stage of his career, an exhibition with Floyd Mayweather Jr. might have seemed like the safer route, even though many expected a real fight, and he acknowledged that signing such an agreement means full commitment, but suggested that after receiving advance money, Floyd may have reassessed and shifted plans, estimating with strong confidence that this was more of a business decision than a passion-driven one, adding that in boxing, promotions fighters and promoters often take calculated risks based on pay-per-view potential and venue profits, which could explain why such a strategic move might have been made.
Now he's saying to himself, I'm damn 50 years old. I ain't trying to fight. Nah, I ain't trying to fight. Let's do an exhibition. You know what I mean? Like, this don't even make sense. I'm 50, you 46. Bro, let's just be smart and do an exhibition. And I get it. Everybody saying, oh, well, he signed Tim for a real fight and all this stuff. I get it. And I'm not gonna argue that. He right. You signed Mayweather, damn it. You're supposed to be fighting for real, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. But I'm just trying to give you a little insight on the stuff I know that could have happened, right? That could have happened. Maybe Mayweather was thinking like this. I don't know. But I just know that
reports around the proposed rematch have grown increasingly dramatic, with some commentators claiming that Netflix could be preparing legal action against Floyd Mayweather Jr. over allegations that he accepted advance payments and is now backing away from the agreed fight. And according to these claims, the situation is being framed as far more serious than simple rumors, with critics arguing that if true, Mayweather could be taking a significant legal and financial risk by not honoring the agreement.
Pulling tricks out here. He's pulling tricks out here. All the rumors and reports that Floyd Mayweather was going broke, he's just proving everybody right. But Floyd Mayweather is playing a very, very dangerous game right now, because he's playing with a company that is getting ready to squash him, and that's Netflix. You don't have the power to play games with Netflix. Floyd Mayweather agreed to the rematch September 19th. It's even on BoxRec. This is how you know it's legit. It's even on BoxRec. You can go to BoxRec. He agreed to a rematch with legendary 8-division world champion, iconic Filipino superstar boxer, and will be a first ballot Hall of Famer once he retires.
In boxing, such listings are often viewed as a sign that key contractual and commission steps have already been completed, which is why many are treating the situation involving Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao as something more serious than speculation, and the criticism has intensified because Netflix is seen as a powerful global company with strong legal and financial backing, leading analysts to suggest that any dispute at this level could escalate quickly if the agreed terms are not fulfilled, which is why pressure is building on Mayweather to clearly address the situation and confirm whether the rematch will move forward as planned.
You get a card, and you have to get it stamped every time you fight, and you have to bring your card to fight. If you don't have your boxing card, don't matter whether it's amateurs or pros, you can't fight. You need your boxing card. It's like your social security card, your birth certificate in the sport of boxing. BoxRec represents that. BoxRec is showing Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao. It doesn't show exhibitions. It only shows real fights because it's been ciphered through boxing commissions. It's been ciphered through the state commissions. It's been ciphered through everything to make it legit. Floyd Mayweather agreed to this, got his advance money from Netflix, and now he's trying to run off with the bag. And now he's talking about, oh, we don't know what it is. It's going to be an exhibition bout. We don't know if it's going to be at the Sphere. What you mean, we don't know?
Reports suggest Floyd Mayweather Jr. may be under financial pressure, with some analysts pointing to management decisions as a possible factor. And while he earned enormous wealth during his career, maintaining such an extravagant lifestyle with luxury properties, cars, private travel, and constant high spending can quickly drain even massive earnings, especially if financial planning isn't strong, leading critics to argue that when spending stays high and decisions don't align with long-term stability, financial strain can build rapidly even for someone who once earned at the very top.
19 million of the money was lost. So to lose 19 of 20 million, I mean, what, did you go to the casino over and over? Like, you know. So Rechnitz, now mind you, this is Floyd's new buddy, his new financial advisor. Rechnitz became what prosecutors called, quote, one of the single most important and prolific white-collar cooperating witnesses in the recent history of the Southern District of New York, testifying in multiple federal corruption trials. He claimed to have weekly phone conversations with Mayor de Blasio on his personal cell phone in exchange for campaign contributions. De Blasio, of course, was never charged. Now in court, Rechnitz paints himself as a changed man. While living in New York, I felt pressure to become a big shot, he told the judge. Sound familiar with Floyd Mayweather?
Between 2012 and 2014, Floyd Mayweather Jr. established himself as one of the highest-earning athletes in the world, with his larger-than-life persona, undefeated record, and unmatched ability to draw attention, turning every fight into a global event, as fans paid not just to watch his skills but to experience the brand he built around himself, resulting in massive ticket sales and huge pay-per-view numbers that made him a dominant financial force in sports, with one of the biggest examples being his highly anticipated showdown with Manny Pacquiao.
Mayweather get that 6-fight, $250 million contract, but what was unheard of about it, Mayweather got to pick his own opponents and still get paid. Mayweather, the persona he cultivated, whether you like it or not, has sold tickets. He was a big draw. He was the top earning athlete 2012 to 2014. Mayweather did his thing for sure. But in this lawsuit, it is alleged that while Mayweather was paid several $100 million through his different associated, those 6 fights with Showtime, and then he did, after that, he did the Pacquiao, for which he received a $100 million check. But he was supposed to get $200 million. He got a $100 million check, but he was supposed to get. So it's easy to get blinded, like, it's a lot of money, but if you're supposed to get more, you're supposed to get more.
Reports suggest Floyd Mayweather Jr. earned around $100 million from his fight with Manny Pacquiao, though some experts believe the total could have reached closer to $200 million when all revenue streams were included, highlighting how critical financial details become at that level. As once earnings move into the hundreds of millions, even small mistakes in contracts, taxes, investments, or spending can have massive consequences, making financial management just as important as performance. Inside the ring,
he fought Conor McGregor, huge. He fought Pacquiao. So now he's talking about fighting Mike Tyson. He does seem to be having money problems. And I don't care how many goddamn watches he bought, the amount of money he made boxing, unless he's been getting swindled on the business end. Once you start getting into having hundreds of millions of dollars, you're getting $10, $15 million a year or 20, 30, $40 million a year in interest. Right? If you're just in the stock market is like doubled in the last 4 years, right? I mean, so anyway, so Al Heyman is this. He's not like a Don King. He doesn't have that reputation. He has this that he's a brilliant businessman. He stays totally in the shadow.
Despite earning well over $1 billion, Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s financial position has been questioned due to spending habits, gambling, and tax issues, as while his income from fights, endorsements, and exhibitions made him one of the richest athletes. Maintaining that level of wealth requires strong discipline, and analysts often point to his luxury lifestyle: cars, jewelry, private jets, and properties, as a factor that may have reduced his net worth over time, with recurring reports of gambling losses adding further concern, along with tax obligations and legal disputes that can grow into major financial burdens when penalties and interest accumulate.
And this sum represents the $500K, $500,000 in arrears plus late fees minus a deposit that Mayweather paid at the start of the lease and the $100,000 catch-up payment. So they deducted what he did submit when he was made aware of this, the $100K, and I guess a deposit, so the remaining balance is that. An attorney for Mayweather did not provide a comment by deadline. He has not responded to the lawsuit in court. In a separate legal matter, so we've already went over one with this luxury condo in Manhattan, right? But a separate legal matter, a Miami jeweler sued Floyd Mayweather last month, alleging the boxer owes more than $1 million for jewelry that he took but never paid for.
From the very beginning, everything around this deal was meant to lead to a real, officially sanctioned fight rather than an exhibition, and according to current claims, Floyd Mayweather Jr. is now being viewed as in breach of contract because the agreed terms have allegedly not been fulfilled, with those involved insisting that clear commitments were made from the start and any deviation is being treated as a serious contractual issue. And at this stage, Mayweather has reportedly been given a deadline to provide written confirmation that he will correct the situation and proceed according to the original agreement.
It's been for a real fight. He is in breach right now. He has to provide written confirmation by tomorrow that he has intent to cure it, and there's a certain amount of time because there's multiple breaches across the board. Mayweather said he and others have already reached out to Mayweather to correct the situation, so he's fully aware. The guy thinks he knows what he's doing every time, and when people try to reach out to him or give him advice, he always, I got this, I have it figured out. We definitely don't, because we don't have our next steps figured out, right? The fight is not canceled. Floyd is definitely in breach of his contract. There's been no request by anybody to cancel.
This written response is being treated as a key deadline, as it would formally show whether Floyd Mayweather Jr. intends to resolve the dispute, and reports suggest that multiple breaches may have already occurred, increasing the seriousness of the situation, while Netflix and other parties involved have reportedly reached out in an effort to fix the issue before it escalates, focusing on communication and compliance with the original contract rather than allowing it to turn into a major legal or financial conflict.
And put on a fight that lives up to the deal and not degrade or disrespect anyone involved in setting this up. Pacquiao, meanwhile, is miffed by Mayweather's backpedaling. Manny Pacquiao, I believe he's going to bite me. He's going to bite me? Manny Pacquiao is not happy. He's been looking forward to this rematch. Nobody ever got a contract, and Netflix stepping up as a media empire holds a lot of weight. It reassured Manny that this was real. They put a stamp on it. He's obviously displeased. He does want to fight Floyd. He does not want an exhibition. Has no interest in that because that was never part of their conversation. And asked if the fight would ever occur as an exhibition. The fight will not take place as a pure exhibition under the contract and terms and platform we are partnered with today.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned for more updates on Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao. Until next time.